You want to know what war really sounds like? Not the missiles, not the explosions, not the jets screaming overhead. War sounds like silence. The 3 seconds of absolute silence before everything you have ever loved turns to fire. 40 million people, 1 nation, 0 allies. They came for a country. They forgot they were waking something ancient, something that does not forget, something that does not forgive. This is what it costs to want a nation on its knees. March the 4th, 0317 in the morning. The Persian Gulf was completely still. No wind, no sound, just black water. And then 17 missiles, all at once. No declaration, no final warning, no mercy in the language of what came next. Just fire traveling at the speed of a decision made in a quiet room, far, far away by men who would never smell the smoke. The Persian Gulf, the oldest trade route in human history, became a launch pad, and the sky above Iran stopped belonging to Iran. They built bunkers beneath bunkers, drilled for this moment for 30 years. 3 decades of sanctions, 3 decades of isolation, 3 decades of the world telling them they were alone. And when the moment finally arrived, General Reza Kashani did not reach for a phone. He did not pray for rescue. He did not look for a way out. He looked at the map and started counting what he still had. 42 launchers, still operational, still alive, still his. It was enough. It had to be. Iran had no aircraft carriers, no 5th-generation stealth bombers, no satellites watching from orbit, no allies on speed dial. What Iran had was patience. 30 years of quiet preparation, buried 600 meters beneath the desert floor. Fatah 2, hypersonic, Mach 15, guidance systems that no existing interceptor had ever been tested against. On the morning of March the 4th, the desert stopped being patient. 6 silos, 6 screams, 1 message: we are still here. Not every casualty of war carries a weapon. Not every victim wears a uniform. The baker who opened his shop at 5 in the morning for 30 years, he did not know what a bunker buster was. The children walking to school in their blue and white uniforms, they had never heard the word collateral. The old man feeding the pigeons in the square as he had every morning for 40 years, he simply looked up at the smoke, and his face was not angry, it was tired, so deeply, deeply tired. War does not ask who you are before it arrives. Russia said, "We are monitoring the situation closely." China said, "We urge maximum restraint from all parties." The European Union said, "We are deeply, deeply concerned." The United Nations said, "An emergency session has been scheduled." And while the world was talking, Isfahan was burning, Bandar Abbas was burning. 40 million people were underground beneath a country that was burning, completely, utterly alone. He looked at the phone. The screen was dark. No one had called. Day 3, Iran had fired 340 missiles, 291 intercepted, 49 landed. Iran had absorbed over 800 precision strikes, lost 40% of its air defense grid, lost 2 major ports, lost power in 7 provinces, and still no white flag, no surrender broadcast, no one walking out with hands raised. Below the battle, a child ran across a broken street, arms out for balance, looking up at a sky that had forgotten she existed. You can destroy a country's infrastructure, but you cannot bomb a people's decision to refuse to die. Day 4, 0600 hours. The Western Power Corridor was the next target. Not soldiers, not weapons. The lights. When you cannot defeat the army, you fight the electricity. You fight the water. You fight the hospitals. You make the country uninhabitable from the inside out. Tehran, dark. Tabriz, dark. Shiraz, dark. Mashhad, dark. One by one, the lights went out. Bandar Abbas, gone. Southern defense perimeter, gone. Western corridor, silent. Northern early warning grid, dead. On the war map, there was almost nothing left that was not red. A lesser man would have reached for the phone, called Washington, offered terms, chosen survival over dignity. Kashani stared at the red map for 47 seconds. He counted later. There was only one question left worth asking. Have we ever stopped fighting because we were losing? The answer was no. The answer had always been no. The capital grid strike came at 0641. Not one missile, 12 in 11 seconds, coordinated to eliminate every redundancy, every backup, every alternative route. Tehran, a city of 9 million people, went completely dark in under 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That is how long it takes to erase a century of civilization from the grid. 9 million people, complete darkness. Only fire and the moon remained. They cut the power. They thought darkness would break them. They forgot Persia did not need electricity to survive. It survived Alexander the Great. It survived the Mongol horde. It survived every empire that ever looked at this land and called itself eternal. And every single one of them turned to dust. In that red-lit room beneath the burning city, something that had been sleeping for a very, very long time opened its eyes. And it was not afraid. It was not broken. It was not begging. It was angry. Protocol Shaheen activated. The sleeping fire